Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for you, and welcome into the Friday show. Hope you all are doing fantastic and pumped up, ready to go for the season ahead. Hope you're having a good spring rush. It has been one that is, this week has been one that I am okay to forget whenever I can. It has been a pretty tough week here at Growing Green. Staying positive, staying on top of things, like it's not getting me down like that really. But I just want to walk through some things today that we've gone through, and want to tell you it's just a week. It's not a full season. That was actually a group text that I'm in. We were talking the other day, and that text came through it, and it really just kind of resonated with me. It's a week, not a season, and that I hope that maybe you're listening to this when you need it, and you that is applicable to you. Maybe you are not listening to this live, or maybe you are, and you have had some things go wrong your way, and you have been kind of just taking the bad end of the stick. I mean, it has been, I tell you, it's been a rough week here. We started the week off all right, and I tell you, I literally should have written notes down, because I'm gonna start listing through things for you guys, and I'm literally gonna forget. Like I won't tell you everything. I will forget something, and so. Just get you pumped up for that. But this isn't going to be a pity party or guilt fest or anything like that by any stretch of the imagination, because again, like I said, I'm not emotionally out of it. I'm not down in the dumps. Like, have you ever been so tired that you get to the point that like you're not tired anymore? So like when you're staying up for 24 hours, you get to hour 18 and you're like, this is terrible. I'm extremely tired. Then you get to hour 22 and you're like, well, I'm not really that tired anymore. I'm good. We made it. And that is how I feel with bad things happening. I feel like I'm so far into bad things happening that what else can happen? I literally just laugh at it now. Like it's actually physically comical at this point when something else happens. And so if you ever been like that, I feel like everyone has been in business more than a year or two has had to have some weeks like that, and this has just been one of them. It has been one for the record books. We started the week off and everything was good. Well, everything was okay. Started the week off, my foreman had food poisoning, so first thing Monday morning, hey, I'm sick, got food poisoning, can't go today. Awesome. That's a good way to start the week. You know, we got a full week of things ahead, full week of landscape jobs to install, all of this stuff to do, mowing to get done. And that's the first text of the day. Well, we get that, and so we kind of revamp and say, well, what are we going to do now? What's going to be the agenda for today? And so when we do that, we get to the point to where the other guy comes in, and I say I'm going to go out and work, and I'll be in the field for a little bit, and we'll get some stuff done. So we got some. We went out and ran some errands, got some things done, and then we were going to go mow a yard, because we had to get a first scalp done and things like that. So I was like, yeah, we'll do that today. Well, take it. We bought a brand new, very old, new to me Exmark Navigator. This thing has 1,000 hours on it. It's a good looking unit, but it's I don't know. I picked it up for $2,500. Like, it's a unit that bags. If you've never seen a Navigator, it's similar to a Walker, same concept. And we bought in preparation to bag a lot of our clippings this spring, going into scalping season here for our dormant grass. We actually have not even ended up using it for that as much as I thought, because what we've started doing is, and I like this, that we do this on our part, like we started in the fall. For most of our customers that we continue through November, December with leaves, we take everything down then. We go ahead and start, like while we're mulching leaves, we start cutting taking the height down a little bit. So now when we get to springtime, there's not near as much to cut off. You're not sitting there with tons of 2 inches of dormant Bermuda in your lawn that you got to get rid of. Now, we have a few properties like that we quit in the end of October, and so it's a little bit taller. But for the most part, we have everything pretty short, and so we're not dealing with a bunch of 6-inch Bermuda that's dormant. And so anything that we do have that's tall, we can usually blow to a wood line, or we'll blow it on the driveway, and then we'll tarp it and just drag it to a wood line or something and dump it there. That's the best way to keep it from building up a layer in the bottom of your yard. You've seen me talk on Instagram or heard me talk about it on the show. Like, that's one thing that I hate to do, like, the most. I hate putting a ton of dormant clippings back into the yard. It's okay. It's not going to hurt the grass, but it's going to definitely slow the grass down from coming out new in the spring, and your yard's going to get lumpy because there's going to be a bunch of clippings in there. So that is why we bought the unit. Haven't ended up using it as much as I thought we would, but I knew that I was going to want it on this yard because it is one that we don't even maintain. We just do the mulch there. We did an install there 3 years ago. We do the mulch there every single year. We do the first cut back because they cut their own grass, but he doesn't cut it short in the fall. So I said, hey, dude, next year cut it short so we don't have to do this next year. But we go out there and do the first scalp of the year. So I knew I was going to want the Navigator because it's a good-sized lot. It's just a normal neighborhood lot, but it's a good-sized lot. It's going to be a lot of grass we're taking away. So get the Navigator out, and we got brand-new blades on it, ready to go, and go put it on the property. Does good, cuts good. That thing, I'm still figuring out how to turn that thing and stuff without destroying the grass because the way that the acceleration works, you have a different handle than your turning handles. And so it's like you got to slow it down, but also keep it going enough to where you're not pivoting on people's yard. Like, it's weird. But I tell you what, it is just something that I'm trying to figure out and get used to. And if you can hear in the background, you got some road noise here. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Just stick to the show. All right. It gets better, I promise. And so we're getting used to figuring out the handles on that machine. So get the yard done, thankfully. Ton of clippings. Get all those loaded up and taken away. I couldn't get in the dump trailer like I thought we could. So that's annoying. Well, I say that. We could. It's just going to take a little bit of work. It's going to take some modification to our ramps, get another ramp put in the middle. That is going to be the plan for fall to get some time. I bought this thing late this year. So that's the plan for fall, is to get that thing fixed up and ready to go so we have it for leaf season. But we did that. Got everything in there. So the clippings are in the front of the mower's behind the clippings, and we go about our day, I don't know, go run another errand or something, go home to try to get the clippings off because we need to go mow one more yard, but we need to get the mower out of the way. Well, the mower does not start and has no intentions of starting. Like, does not make a sound, doesn't make a click, doesn't do anything. I take every fuse out, look at all the electrical, all the stuff that you could do. I did it as far as what I could do on my skill level and knowledge. And so finally it was just like, you know what, forget it. Took it to the mechanic shop, and they got a fork. We released the hydros. They got a forklift and ended up rolling it off there, and they were able to take it to the back and get it on a forklift, and now that is there, waiting to be taken care of down there at Argo Power Equipment, our local Exmark dealer that we buy all of our small engine stuff. They're steel dealer, things like that. So it is down there, and they're a bunch of good guys. They're going to help us get fixed up. I had a lot of people, I posted on Instagram, a lot of people came back and said the solenoid, which I think is probably the factor, if I had to guess. I didn't really, I dropped it off before I read all those messages, so it's just been sitting there now, and quite frankly, I haven't had the time to even mess with it, even if I did have it. So we're going to see what happens. If it ends up taking them too long, I might do some research and try to change it myself, but I do think that might be the case. But there is so much electrical on these things, on the Navigators. There's wires everywhere. Electrical everywhere. And so it's just hard to trace that stuff. I'm not I'm not a pro at wires by any stretch of the imagination, like not even close to it. And so I can only do so much. Like if a fuse isn't blown or a wire is not blatantly cut, it's going to be hard for me to figure out where the problem is. And so that was our day on Monday. Tuesday, let's see, what did Tuesday happen? Yesterday was Thursday and Wednesday. Okay, so Tuesday we started a landscape install. We started the tear out on that, and as soon as we got out there, we were rocking and rolling, got everything moving the way we should have. The guys are out mowing. They call me and say, truck's broken down. Truck's broken down on the side of the road, won't do anything. When you give it gas, it won't go anywhere. It just died. Awesome. So I leave a new guy on the job site. We'll talk about that in a minute, but left him on the job site to go check on the guys mowing, see what's wrong with the truck. It's the box truck. So I'm like, they're dead in the water. They're just sitting there. 3 guys just burning time sitting on the side of the road. So I do some quick research and try to figure out what the problem is. I found a part at O'Reilly's that I thought could be the issue. Looked like an easy, simple change out. So, hey, we'll give it a shot. Luckily, my local O'Reilly had one. So, stopped in, swung by, got that thing. Went to save them on the side of the road. They've been sitting there for an hour and a half. By the time I was able to finish what I was doing, load up, get over there, it was, like I said, about an hour and a half. So, they were sitting there. And go by and get the part, go check on them. As soon as I pull up, I said, have the cab pulled up, have it ready to go. We're going to change this part and be good. I looked at the part, and I was like, all right, let me move to that side of the truck. It's going to take a minute to change it and get set up to change it. But I was like, you know what, I'm just going to check the air filter for once, just for kicks and giggles. And I pulled the air filter out, dusted it off. It wasn't in bad shape at all. At least it didn't look like it. And put it back in. And the truck fired right up. And so I have no idea. I have no idea what the issue was. It seemed like it was not getting air because what happened is the truck would idle. So it cut off originally, and then the truck would start and it would idle. But it would be a low idle. It was like it was not getting fuel or not getting air, one of the two. And I was like, you know what? Let's just take the air filter out, crank it, and see what happens. So took the air filter out and cranked it. Started right up, ran, and put it back in, still running. I was like, well, here we go. All right. So that was just an annoying thing because it could have been a lot worse than it was. The problem will arise again, I imagine, another day, another time. But it was running, stayed running the rest of the day, stayed running the rest of the week. And so I was back on my way. We'll return the part and be good. But it was 2 hours of lost time there, 2.5 hours of lost time, which sucks, but not near as bad as the having to have it towed to a mechanic shop because to get a box truck towed, guys, is not cheap. Like, you're looking minimum $350 if you're going just a couple miles down the road. Just to get a truck out there and get it hauled, you're looking $350, $400 because you can't put that thing on a rollback, so not everybody can do it. If you could put it on a rollback, every towing company out there could do it. Charge you $125 to go 3 miles and you'd be good. That's not the case. You got to get one of the 18-wheeler wreckers to get that thing out there to pick it up with the 2 things that go up under the front of the wheels. I don't know what that is. The little lift system there. And now that I think about it, you probably wouldn't even have to have those. I don't know why that you have to have those because that truck's not that heavy, especially if the mowers and stuff aren't in it. If the mowers and stuff aren't in it, that thing is not heavy at all. But anyway, that is besides the point. That is part of the process. So luckily we didn't have to get it towed. Did have to go to the mechanic shop today. Like I said, another day, another time, another problem. So we get through that, and that is Tuesday's problems. I'm pretty sure that's the majority of them. And so we survive that, get back. I think by that point, nothing else had majorly broken that I know of. Wednesday is one for the kicker. Wednesday was the one that just about sent me over the edge. Wednesday had we were running around early Wednesday trying to get plans, trying to get things set up because I had a doctor's appointment that I had to take Jack to. And so I was trying to get Andrew out on the job and get him going in the amount of time. Like, I had an hour and 10 minutes to do this, to go to the nursery, get the plants, and get to the job and get him dropped off. And so running around real crazy. Got everything out there, thankfully. Got it all set up. He was able to rock and roll. But we go to the doctor. Everything looks fine there. Just a little procedure he had done, and then just a follow-up appointment. And so we get back from the doctor, or I'm at the doctor, and he calls me and says, "Hey, machine's down. Machine's not working. Don't know what the issue is, but it just stopped. The bucket won't lift. It won't go forward or backward. It just stopped." Nice. Fantastic. That's what goes through my head at that point. I'm like, great. There's nothing I can do to walk you through fixing that. Just is what it is. We're going to have to dig the holes and move some dirt by hand, I guess. But luckily, he was able to get most of our fill dirt back up against the house to get us a good grade beforehand. So we took a few more loads of dirt at that time, but he was pretty good for the most part. So I said, all right, we'll look at it when we get back. We'll fix it, and all will be well. Go about the doctor, get on back out to the job site, look at it. The hydraulic pump the bolts have worked themselves out of it, and it has fallen out of the casing that goes into the motor. That's the verbiage that I know how to use. There might be different words for that. That's what I know. It's the hydraulic pump, and I know it's the big bell casing thing that goes into the motor. So you can see how much I know about mechanics. Look, I'm here to install the work. I'll pay you to fix it. And so that thing has fallen out. I see like the little shaft coming out of the hydraulic pump that goes in there and spins in that casing. Great. This is awesome. I'm so pumped by this point. I just feel so good. Like, yeah, let's get it. This is great. And so, sense the sarcasm here. So get that thing out, look at that. See if I can maneuver it back up in there. That pump is heavy. All those hoses are still connected. There's a lot of pressure on it. That's going to be a tough thing to do. Well, end up sitting there looking at it, fooling with it for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? This isn't getting anywhere. I'm not getting it back in there. So pushing this problem off, we get this job to finish. So we start moving dirt. We start moving dirt, moving plants, moving mulch, and we are rocking and rolling. Well, at that point, let's see, where are we at here? We go another 2 hours in the day, and roughly get a call from my foreman. Hey, we got a problem. Great. Okay, truck's broken down again. Here we go. We're going to get it towed, blah, blah, blah. Hey, we got a problem. What's broken? Did we break a window? Is the truck broken down? What is it at this point? No, none of those. Is the customer mad? No, not that. I was going through a gate and forgot that I had we were on a big property and was transporting the weed eater on the back of the mower. Just comes back to SOPs here and training that needs to be implemented in our company. So I'm sharing this with you to be open and honest. Like, I show you the good and the bad here. Like, if you can't tell, I do that. I'm pretty open about everything. This is a whole 40-minute show of bad. So just know you're not alone, guys. Was going through a gate and forgot I had the weed eater back there laying on the roll bar, and went through the gate and pulled the fence out of the ground and messed the post up. Okay, well, awesome. We'll fix the post. Oh, that's not all. No, the weed eater snapped in half. So weed eater snapped in half. Luckily, it was a combi unit, and it snapped right under where the combi slips in. So the motor end is fine. The motor end is in good shape. We need a little plastic $2 clip to get it back, and it'll be rocking and rolling. The end for the attachment is shot. But all things considered, that's a $90 attachment, $110 attachment versus a $450 new weed eater. So damage is minimized. Like, at this point, I'm just looking at, like, what are the positives out of it? What can we find that's a positive? All right. That's good. We'll figure it out. The fence, that's annoying. Let me come look at it. So I went out and looked at it. There was one little bar that was bent on it. We were able to bend it back straight, and the rest was just it yanked the concrete out of the ground. So it's an aluminum fence. I don't know how more didn't get bent, but it didn't. And so it just pulled the post up. So all we're going to do is we got a big hammer drill. We're going to hammer drill the concrete off the bottom of that post and reset the post to get it level to where the gate swings open and closes the right way. And all things, fingers crossed, we should be on our way. That should be a problem that's mitigized. I don't know. Get it. We'll get the problem fixed. And what is the word for that? Mitigation is that's the word that I know it as. Mitigation. I don't know. I don't know, vocabulary lesson here today. We usually have something like this on our show, so if you're listening, you're going to hear this as we go. We'll either have some spelling classes or some math classes or something like that. So we'll get the problem fixed, and we'll be on our way. Mitigated? I think that'd be the best word there. And so we'll be on our way. All right, cool. So we'll go look at the fence, get all that figured out, and we're good. We'll fix it. We'll move on. Day moves on. So we rock and roll through the day. We get the mulch. We get the mulch. We go back. We spread the mulch. We are rocking and rolling at this point. Or no, we have not gotten the mulch yet. We're back to the job. We finished planting or something, and then we go to get the mulch. Well, phone rings. All right, here we go. Foreman calling again. What's wrong now? If you tell me something's broken, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, this is not going to be good. Well, hate to tell you, truck's good. It didn't hit a fence, but the mower, the sit-down Z930, won't start. Will not start. The one mower that we have, the 54-inch, that we need for about 6 yards in a row in a neighborhood to cut the backyards. We need that mower. Great. Awesome. Fantastic. How happy can we be about this problem? That's the attitude that we have, right? So we were going to get the mulch. I said, all right, just pull over at the gas station. We'll come meet you. We'll look at it and see if I can tap on a starter. The funny thing is this mower had just been in the shop 2 weeks ago for this exact same problem, and they said it was the switch, so the ignition switch. So they changed the ignition switch. Well, that obviously wasn't the problem. So I'm beginning to think it's a solenoid here. Tapped on the starter and didn't do anything to help it get started. So it's essentially the same problem that we're having with the Navigator. So who knows? Hopefully these are going to be the same two problems. But this mower's under warranty. Take it to the dealer, drop it off. I don't really care. It's just going to take time. That's annoying. Hey guys, it's Jeremiah here, and I want to tell you about my friends over at Tri-Green Equipment. If you own a green industry business anywhere from Central Alabama all the way up through Middle Tennessee, you have to hear about Tri-Green. No matter where you're at in your green industry journey of entrepreneurship, you need the right support team providing creative solutions that work just as hard as you do. And I'll be honest, for me, that's the team at Tri-Green. They have helped me so many times in so many binds. When I've had a mower go down and we were in the middle of spring rush, or it's 100 degrees out in the middle of summer and we need to keep moving, we couldn't get behind, they have an awesome Never Stop program that allows you to get a loaner when your mower goes down if it's going to take them more than 24 hours to fix that thing. So I tell you what, Tri-Green is awesome. There's so much more that we can share about that we don't have time for at the moment, but I want you to go over to trigreen.com, check them out, look for a dealer near you. Like I said, anywhere from Central Alabama all the way up through Middle Tennessee. They're going to help you with small handheld equipment all the way up to skid steers, mini skid steers, and everything in between. So check out Tri-Green Equipment. Could not recommend them more. Let's hop back into the show. But luckily our new dealer, Tri-Green, awesome folks over there, get us in and out pretty quick. They get us taken care of, and it is a lot closer. They built a store 20 minutes from my house now, thankfully. Used to, we were driving 45. So nice for times like this where we are in a bind and we need to get it dropped off fast, get it picked up. 20 minutes away, we can run it over there and be back in the route in less than an hour. And so that's a huge benefit, and I'm very thankful for them to them for expanding their territories and things. So, excuse me. All right, well, I sit there and fold it for 5 minutes. Nothing's happening. Take it to the dealer, drop it off. All right, whatever. So they take it, and on the way, drop it off, and they're done. They're done for the day. They go do one more yard, I think, or something like that, and that day is over. So Wednesday ends, thankfully. That is the end of the problems Wednesday. Thursday rolls around, and let's see, how did Thursday go? Thursday was an all right day. Thursday was we were able to get finished up on the job, on the install job that we were on, and we were in the cleanup process. Nothing really broke that I know of on Thursday. They ran out of gas going to the gas station in the morning. That was a good start to the day. Luckily, we had gas in the big gas can, and they were able to get the gas up and get to the gas station. But just little things. One of the guys' alarms didn't go off, so he was late. So we were just late getting out the door. It was not an enjoyable morning. They ran out of gas. We were on the install job. I had a meeting, and then we had the install job, and so we were just running around trying to get things done. And if you can't tell, it's a little chaotic getting back into things, getting into spring rush here. It is, and so that's what we dealt with on Thursday morning. And Thursday, again, during the day, I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't think anything went wrong. One of my guys got a ticket, found that out Thursday afternoon, so that was awesome, driving the company truck. And so that was fantastic, great, awesome, love these problems. And that just added to it. Nothing crazy, that's not huge, but it's just still annoying, it's just annoying. And that was that. I'm trying to think here. Oh, let's go back to Tuesday night. I play basketball in a rec league. I messed up my ankle playing basketball, so I can still work on it. It was been very tender the last 2 or 3 days. Not playing sports for probably another week, but I popped it. Just running down the court, it just popped. It went the wrong way. Big bruise. Never swelled too bad, thankfully, but it was definitely I lost range of motion and things. So it's tight, but it's healing. But that just added to it. I'm moving slower. I'm limping on everything. It's just one of those things, like just another added thing to the situation here. But all that to be said, that is what our week has consisted of. And so now, back to the road noise. If you hear the road noise, you are listening to this just about as real time as you can listen to it. I did not have it in me to record a show Wednesday or Thursday. And now you are hearing it just about as live as you can. And I hope that kind of, you're going to think I'm using this as an excuse. I genuinely like releasing shows right before they go live. Like I honestly enjoy that because I feel like it's real. Like it is real content. It is real life stuff. Like this is day to day what's happening. You're not getting something that's pre-recorded 6 months in advance and like some show that's like times have changed, different things are going on, And so this is literally a couple hours before you're listening to it if you're listening live. I am on the way out of the house at 4 a.m. headed to our dealer in Georgia to get the machine looked at. Now, is it an inconvenience? Yes, but I'll tell you this. This is why I have said this the whole time. The dealer that we chose to work with for our mini skid has proven themselves time and time again. And I say that. There haven't been that many problems, so they haven't proven themselves that much. Today, they're really proving themselves. A couple things in the past, our hour meter went bad. I broke the hydraulic seal one of the welds on the hydraulic, the tilt cylinder. I broke that off last year, and so I lost a couple O-rings that were special for the machine. They shipped those in the mail the next day. Sent me a couple little things for like a hydraulic leak we had. Sent me the parts overnight. It was crazy. Great communication, customer support, all of that is what I'm saying has gone into this. I text the lead mechanic over there as soon as it happens I get back to the job on Wednesday. I said, hey, man, this is what we got. I just need some guidance on what we need to do to get it figured out, where I can take it, what we need to do, what the process even is, how big of a deal are we looking at. And he calls me 10 minutes later and says, hey, man, got two options. I can either send you the parts and you can get you a dealer near there, or you can get a mechanic near there. We'll find one and partner with them. Or you can run it over to us and we'll get you back on the road in 2 or 3 hours. And so that's the option we chose because I love working with these guys. I trust them. Is it an inconvenience to drive 2 or 3 hours over here to get it done? 1,000,000% it is. But it's opportunity cost, right? This is time that I'm taking out of my day. But I can take 3 hours of my unproductive time in the morning, which I would be sleeping, and so or doing office work from 4 to 7. Hit the road, be here by 8 o'clock Eastern when they open, get in here, get looked at, get back on the road, headed home by midday. That's a couple hours. Well, if I wait on them to send the parts and then find a mechanic over there near me, it's not their machine, they're not going to know what to do. I mean, they're going to know what to do, but they're not going to be real energized or enthused to fix this problem on the machine that's not theirs. It's just one of those things. It's going to be a hassle. We're going to have to wait on parts to get there, and then we're going to have to line up in a mechanic. When can they fit it in their schedule? You know what I mean? So it turns out to be a lot bigger of a process. So I said, you know what? I'll hit the road Friday morning. I'll be there, and I would love to get it fixed up. So I'm speaking this before we get there. I'm counting on Chipper to come through for me, but I know that they will. We're going to head over here and get this thing looked at, and we're going to get it back up and running hopefully in no time. This is why I say choose a dealer more than the brand of equipment. Your dealer support is everything. Equipment is going to run good if it's commercial. Yes, it's going to run good. Are things going to break? Absolutely. Do some things break more than others? Absolutely. But you get a piece of commercial equipment, you're probably going to be getting a good piece of equipment, and things are going to break, and you just got to deal with it. The paired to have with that is an extremely good relationship with your dealer that they're going to fix problems that arise. This machine is under warranty. I just trusted these guys from the day that I met them. I loved the way they did their jobs, their work, and I am so pleased with what they've done so far for us. And if you want to check out these machines, and I know shouldn't be making a pitch for these machines when I'm going to get the hydraulic pump fixed, but look, guys, it's part of life. It's part of the journey. Things happen, and I use this machine all the time. I beat it up. Like, we use and work our equipment. It's not going to stay in perfect working condition. And so an accident happens, something comes out. Like, this partly probably on me for not looking at it the way that I should have. And this honestly has brought to light some things that I'm going to change. Like, every single day we're going to have an equipment overview before I use this machine. Like, there's going to be a process we're going to put in place to where every single day before we start the machine, we are doing certain things. We're popping the hood. We're looking under there and making sure everything looks good, because really, theoretically, this problem possibly could have been avoided to some extent. I don't think that I could have. The bolts broke off, so that is just that. But I think one or two of them came out. One of them, it looked like broke off. And so if that is the case, and I didn't get in there and really dive into it, I just looked from surface level. If that was the case, then I could have seen the bolts wiggling out. I could have seen it moving around, and so I should have checked on that. But again, is it a newer machine? Yeah, it shouldn't happen. Yes. Again, things happen. And so this is going to honestly put in place, like, it's only a loss if you don't learn. Remember, that's what we talk about all the time. It's only a loss or a failure if you don't learn anything from it. Well, we've learned things from this week. Trust me, I've learned a lot of things from this week. And we're going to put a little checklist in place to where these certain things get done every single time before we use the machine. And it's just hopefully going to prevent this stuff from happening again in the future. And if it does, well, at least it's mitigated. That's the word. I'm coming back to the word. We will mitigate the problem. And so beforehand, we'll stop it. And I'm excited to put those in place. Like, I honestly, it has been a rough week. But I haven't let it get down on me. I haven't let it hold me back. We've just been pushing through. We've been churning. We've been keeping our head down and grinding. That is what it takes to be the owner of a small business, guys. And if you didn't know that, hey, hate to break it to you, that's what it takes. It takes consistency, resiliency, perseverance. My goodness, I'm falling over my words. Can you tell it's 5 a.m.? But it takes all those things to really get through the tough days. And I will tell you this, like, get you a circle of people around you that you can talk to about this stuff and can encourage you and laugh with you about it. Like, that's the thing. You can't take life so seriously. You cannot take this stuff so seriously. Like, my world is not ending. I'm still going to go home at night. I'm still going to sleep in a warm house with a cozy bed with my wife next to me, like, in a wonderful 18-month son, 18-month-year-old son sitting up, 18-month-old son sitting in his bed, sleeping sound. Like, I have so much to be thankful for. And there's no reason that I should sit there and complain about all this stuff all day long. Like, it's literally laughable. It's comical at this point. And I reached that point, and I just say, hey, you know what? Let's keep them coming. We'll push through. We'll persevere. We'll move on. And so that's the mentality you're going to have, I believe, if you're going to actually run a business and succeed in it and go far. Like, you want to go far, you want to go places, give people around you that you can relate to, laugh with, cry with, pray with, all the things, and you're gonna make it through. Like, you're gonna make it through. When it's tough, when it feels like the weight's coming down on you, you don't know what to do. Like, you'll figure it out with people around you. And just remember with the blessings you do have. Like I said, all the things that I get to go home to every day, they're great. Now, does it stink that we have to push jobs back? Like, we had to push a job that we were supposed to start on Friday back to next week, and I can tell that customer's not happy. I hate doing that. I do not enjoy doing that. But I physically can't do the job without the machine, and I'm going to be gone today to take the machine over here. So, again, is it an inconvenience? Yes, absolutely. Does the inconvenience outweigh the alternative of waiting probably a week to get the unit fixed? Absolutely not, because we'll push this job out a day or two, and the customers will be okay. We're going to leave them with a really, really good product, a really good finished product. They'll be thrilled, and it all comes down to your communication at this point, right? Like when you have to tell a customer that you are postponing a project, pushing it out to a future date, like you got to be real wise in how you choose your words and how you not spin the situation, but turn the situation to like, hey, I'm not trying to screw your project. I'm not trying to delay you. This is what we're dealing with. We're doing our best to get it fixed. We're working on it. We're going to give you the best product we can. We're going to get out there as soon as possible and get this thing fixed up and get you rolling. And so that's what we're doing. The customer's great. I understand. He's gonna be fine. I just know that like you're expecting one thing and you get told it's going to be 2 or 3 days later. That gets annoying. And so I hate to do that, but it just is what it is. It's part of business. And so passing a Waffle King right now. They don't have Waffle House over here. They have Waffle King in the backwoods of Georgia. But anyway, it is. It's been a week. It's been one that I won't mind forgetting, but I'm not going to forget it because we're going to take lessons away from this. We're going to learn. There's a whole show dedicated to it now. Earmark this show. Come back to this show in the middle of summer if you have a bad week and just take some of this, like, don't get down on yourself. It's not your fault. It's not you that's causing the issue. You can push through business. You can have a successful business. You can have a successful life. You just got to put steps in the process along the way, put people around you to help you achieve those goals. And so it is tough. It's hard. It's not easy, but that's what – if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And it's that simple. If it was easy, every single person out there that you can imagine would be doing it. And it's not what I want. It's not what you want. You don't want that much more competition out there. Like, be the exception to the mold out there. Like, be the change. Be the person that's actually bringing good vibes into your circle of friends, bringing the positive influence, the positive outlook on life. Even when you're hitting down, like people are going to hear this show, people are going to see this in my life near me, and this isn't like a egotistical look at me way. Like, people are going to see this in the way that I react to it. And it's gonna inspire them to do better and to be better. Like that, literally, the guy that's working for me now, we got a new guy on staff, and he was telling me like, I was really waiting to see how you reacted to these problems when an employer broke something, and I've seen the problems you're going through this week. I was waiting to react to see how you reacted to those, to tell you if I was really all in or not on moving forward in the company. And he was like, I'm 100% all in. Like, you've handled this very professionally and maturely, and so it's just like that's super reassuring and encouraging to hear, because when I know that the things that I work towards every day, being a better person, controlling my emotions, channeling just my life and personal situation, then that reflects into the company, which reflects to our employees, which reflects to our culture, which reflects to our work. And so all those things go go hand in hand with each other. And so I realize when I'm able to do that stuff, it reflects to them. They see it, and they're thankful for it as well. And it breeds and fosters a community of great culture and people that we want on our staff, looking for career-minded individuals. And so that is it, guys. That's where we're at. That's the recap of the show. That's the recap for the week, I should say. I hope that you didn't get bored with it. I hope that it kept you entertained a little bit, because, guys, I'll tell you what, like it kept going bad. But it is what it is. Can't change it. I am hitting the road. I'm on the road now. Should be back, headed home in a couple hours here. But I'll update you. I'll get on Instagram and update you and kind of keep you through what we're doing. I'll post some pictures from the week. I've documented this stuff. Haven't posted it as we've been going, just because it's been a rough, like, I just literally haven't had time. But I will update you on Instagram, kind of let you know what's up with everything, and we'll stay in touch over there. So reach out if you ever feel like it or want to. Reach out, shoot me a message, and I love it. I love chatting back and forth with you guys. I love the support that we have of the show. It means the world that we get to do this 3 times a week. Seriously, like, it truly means so much to me. And speaking about like relationships and things, guys, TriGreen, you heard their spot running this show. I'm not making it up when I say they're an awesome partner for our company. If you are in the Central Alabama all the way up through Middle Tennessee, like, that is the dealer that I would seriously look at checking out if you are in this area at all. Like, they most of the time, I believe all their stores have Stihl equipment in them. Like, they got all the Stihl handheld stuff that you want, or they can order it if they don't have something in stock. Like, You can go through them for that stuff. Their service department is great. Hey, Deere makes great mowers. We love them. We're about to get some new ones, hopefully. And so just follow along with that. But I'm not lying or I'm not making things up when I say that. And I don't know why I would be, because like I'm talking about our dealer here with our Iron Rhino machine. Like, they are taking care of us. Dealer support is so important to me. I wouldn't put somebody's name out there that I didn't trust in and lead you to a dealer that I didn't believe in, because again, dealer support is everything. And so I am a big proponent for that. I'm a big proponent for community and things like that. I'll tell you what, the last thing heading into the weekend that I want you to think about is Together in the Trades tickets. Together in the Trades tickets end April 15th, so tax day, your last day to sign up for for Together in the Trades. It is the end of July. I think it's the 25th, 26th, 27th, something like that. 3-day cruise to the Bahamas, perfect day, Coco Cay. It's going to be an awesome time. It's going to be a great group of guys and girls and husbands and wives out on the boat. You're going to get a smaller knit group of people, I imagine. I don't think as many people are going to go on a cruise. So you're going to get to really mingle and build relationships with people on the boat. I'm telling you, I don't promote things that I don't like. I don't do it. I love this event. I love the people that put on this event. I love the people that attend this event. It is such a joy to go to this every single year, to network, to hear the speakers, to network some more. Like, that is why. Spend time with your wife. Make it a getaway. Make it an anniversary trip. Make it a midsummer trip, whatever you want to call it. You're going to network with so many other business owners there that are going through the same struggles that you are, husband and wife, pairs. Like, there is so much to be learned and just soaked up at this event. I really, truly want you to be there. TogetherInTrades.com is where you can get your tickets. You got to buy your tickets first, and then you'll get a link to book your cruise trip through a travel agent there. So it's two separate things there. But get your tickets secured, and then you gotta book your cruise spot by April 15th. That's the deadline for that. Like, the room block closes, and it opens back up to the ship at that point. So April 15th is when you got to be booked by to be there. But I hope you all go and check out and come see us down in Fort Lauderdale, heading to the Bahamas for a 3-day cruise on I don't remember the cruise line. But anyway, I think it's Celebrity Cruises. But it's going to be a great time. Doesn't really matter the cruise line. Like, we'll have a good time hanging out with each other. They're all nice. Just hope we don't get stranded at sea or one doesn't catch on fire or something. I've seen some crazy cruise videos recently. But it's going to be an awesome time. We're going to make it through, guys. Spring rush is always tough. This is one of the weirdest ones we've had so far. Luckily, we haven't been battered with rain too much yet. I know that's coming as soon as we get out of this colder weather. It'll be here before you know it. We'll have storms, tornadoes, mud, all the things that come with it. So stay tuned to the show. We'll share all that along the way. The goods, the bads, the wins, the losses, the ups, the downs, everything that goes along with business, guys. It means that we're going to do this 3 times a week. Come back and hang out with us here on Monday for Marriage Monday with me and Savannah, and then we'll see you here on next week's show. We love it. We're thankful for each and every one of you, and I couldn't say thank you any more than we already do. So without any further ado, guys, that's going to wrap this one up, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.